Hey, what's up, traders? Watch this video here for Monday, February 17th, showing you the SPY. We've gone into kind of a pretty darn narrow range, but sitting at all-time highs. And again, I've said this before, trading actually is pretty boring at this point because there's very few, great setups right now because the market's sitting at all-time highs. Like nobody really wants to sell up here. Nobody wants to take big positions long. And it sort of ends up where the market meanders. Look at a lot of these daily SPY candles out of the last couple of weeks. A lot of them, closed about where they opened, and they're pretty narrow in range. For a day trader, that's not great. Now, we've still been doing a great job finding stuff to trade in chat. If you weren't in chat on Friday, I'll give you an example. Work. We had this on watch, and then it gapped up. It looked about like this when I called it out over the mic in chat, right? A lot of you that are already in our chat room can see the setup, right? You have a recent high right up here. You've got a strong daily chart. You've got an open right at the whole number and the high of day just above where it touched that whole number a couple times. So right away in your brain, you should say, hey, whole number inflection point right at the red to green with the high of day above is another catalyst and another potential catalyst right up here. And as we scroll, look what happens. Takes out the high of day, takes out that other catalyst. I bought at 20. I did a limit of 2704, got filled at 2704. And my best sell, I think, I can't remember, 28.20 maybe? I mean, very close to the high of day. I'd have to look that up. But anyway, really nice trade there. Had several other great calls in chat by Wayne. So we're finding the stuff to trade, but I think you'll see what I'm talking about when I go into my watch list here. I don't have a lot of stuff that I like. This is probably my smallest watch list in a while. But, I'm confident we'll find some gappers in the market as well on Monday morning to add to this list. But and MRNS is on the list, and I really don't even like it that much because it's not really in play. If you know me at all, I like to focus on the in-play stocks, and this is more just chart-based. Hey, look, it had this nice pop back here, lower high, and really just kind of a tight flag after this pop. The only reason I even found it is because on Friday, it got this volume spike. Maybe it was this one. One of these volume spikes kind of brought it to my attention. Then I looked and said, hey, that daily chart's kind of interesting. So anyway, for that reason, I put it on watch. Tesla, after the offering, had a huge day and then a quiet inside day, staying near Thursday's high on Friday. So that goes on a long watch. GNPX, huge topping tail here. This has been a massive mover. I'd like to see a red day or two before I get really interested, but this thing's so strong that I'm going to watch it starting on Monday. Blink had this really nice run back here, gave back a lot, and then gapped up and had a nice pop on Friday. But closing well off its highs, that's BLNK. So I'm not really in love with that one, but we're going to watch it. IMGN, nice breakout on Friday, and then topped out at 707. So we might have a setup here, like a continuation day, where the whole number 7 could come into play, knowing that Friday's high is just 7 cents above that. CC, also very strong day, closing right at its highs. Had some trouble with 20 bucks back here in November, so the $20 might come into play. Certainly a good continuation play prospect. HEXO, a lot of these are very similar, right? Strong volume, strong close, maybe a second day play. Kind of the same thing there. And then Roku gapped up on earnings on Friday, and then, went from a high of 151.20 to a low of 127.40. So this isn't a great chart setup, but I kind of think the selling after decent earnings is overdone, and we might get a snapback bounce on Monday. I'll repeat, I don't want to be a broken record, but I am not in love with this list, but I am confident in the great group we have in the trading room that we'll find some A-plus setups, be it a gap play, a news play, or something, or maybe one of these gives a great setup. But smallest list I've had in a while doesn't mean there won't be some great trades next week. We'll see y'all in chat on Monday morning.